Hey everyone, it's Paul here from UTB. I've just come across this amazing site. It's called Little Big City. I'll put the URL address in the description here, but basically you just put in your latitude and longitude of the different areas or the map coordinates that you want to create a 3D model out of. Super cool. So I'm just looking at the Sydney area, so I'm kind of going to go over the rocks area around Circular Quay. You can see here it's starting to change. I'll go through the control settings at the top right in a second, but you can see here you can turn things on and off, which is super cool. So if we kind of go over towards Circular Quay a little bit more, you can see that the water is starting to come in. It gives you the roads, it gives you the land, it gives you the buildings. Doesn't do a great job of bridges like the Sydney Harbour Bridge and things like that, but it gives you some really great kind of elements. And the great thing about this is I can download this as an OBJ, a 3D file, which I'll show you in a minute what you can do with it, which is pretty cool. But I'll share this URL. I'm going to download the OBJs here. Actually, I might turn the roads off first. Let's create a kind of a little bit of a running game so I can kind of run through the rocks area in city and create like a little digital game. It'll be super quick. I'm only going to take a couple of minutes to do it, but you'll get the idea of it. So I've downloaded it as an OBJ. I'm going to jump over to my favorite web application called Spline. And why don't we create a new 3D file? So we'll go to create. Oh, Spline's free too. So both these are both free, so you can have a play with them. We'll click off that and we'll go down to import. And what I'll do is I'll import that model. Now, there it is unzipped. I'll just bring in the OBJ. Now, it won't have the colors, but how cool is this? I'll just tilt it on the side so that you can see. I'll get rid of that plane. Look at that. And on the left-hand side, you can see the three different nodes or the textures that we can change it. So I might try and just a little bit of hit and miss here, I guess. Oh, yep. So that looks like it's the ground. So we'll make that the grass a nice green. We might, let's see what this one is. Oh, so this is the buildings. We'll make that kind of a light red or an orange. And then I think we've got the water because we turned off the roads, right? Oh yeah, so the water's on the side there. Have a look at that. So I've got this 3D model. I've left the roads out of the rocks area in Sydney using free applications. Super, super cool. What I can do with that too, look at that. That's fantastic. So a little 3D file there. So I'm actually going to copy that. So I'm going to copy that whole city and I'm going to jump over to a previous thing. Now this is a different tutorial. I won't go into this now, but I've got a little character and a little tabletop. So what I can actually do is just paste that in, or it's come out at different kind of angles and different things, but that's okay. We can have a play with that. Bear with me. So what I'm going to do is just bring in and kind of layer it on top of my little table here, my little tabletop with my character. And with my character, I might make it a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to increase the scale by the X, Y, and Z just so that my character's got some room for it. And then my character here, which is a little scan of myself, a little character base. Look at that. I've got a little character that actually runs with footprints. So when he runs, he's running around this little tabletop map. Super quick, certainly not polished, but you can get the idea of the workflow, which is what I normally share online. And then we can go to town on that. We can change the textures, make that really realistic. The grass, we can put different textures in there in Spline. What else could I do? I could actually make this a little bit more realistic as a game. So what I might do is go over to scale in a second. So that's all working. That's beautiful. I've got a little game, excuse me, a little game control in there. But if I make that super big and go, say, let's go to scale 40 and put it on my tabletop. I don't know why it's on a tabletop, but it is. And then if I go to my character and just move him over to the grass area, I've now got an ability to hopefully show the depth of their layer. Look at that. So I can actually run through the rocks area in city by just making that map nice and big so that I can run through. So many possibilities, right? You can change the textures, make sure it's polished, put a grass texture, put a building texture in there, water, animations, trees, landscaping, anything you want. Hope that was useful. Paul Hamilton here for Using Technology Better.